Exercise in space, a problem throughout the entire mission. According to NASA, many of the problems that arise from living and working in space have been resolved. However, the physiological effects of weightlessness are still not completely understood. Among these are the leaching of certain minerals from bones, atrophy of muscles when not exercised, and space adaptation syndrome, a form of motion sickness found only in spaceflight. All of the debilitating effects of living in microgravity disappear after an astronaut returns to Earth. Some can be countered while in orbit by special diet and exercises. But even a vigorous exercise program does not appear to stop bone loss or the decrease in the rate of normal bone formation. NASA is engaged in a long-term program to understand the causes underlying these changes in order to develop ways to prevent them. This will be particularly important for the long tours of duty on the space station, where crew members are in orbit for months or more at a time. Astronauts will be required to exercise several hours each day. So, what is the cause of this problem? Without gravity, the astronaut's muscle mass and bone density decrease. To stop, or at least slow this down, exercises are done to work the muscle and attempt to keep them strong. The current exercise program consists of 2.5 hours of workout every day on 3 machines, ARID, Colbert, and SEVIS, on a daily rotating schedule. ARID, or the Advanced Resistive Exercise Device, is designed for weightlifting in a weightless environment. This machine is made up of 2 evacuated, pistol-driven canisters with a flywheel mechanism. It can be configured for exercises like deadlifts, squats, bicep curls, and calf raises. It was delivered to the ISS by Space Shuttle mission STS-126 in November 2008. Colbert, or the Combined Operational Load-Bearing External Resistance Treadmill, is designed to let astronauts run without vibrating delicate microgravity science experiments in adjacent labs. This machine is used like a normal treadmill, but a harness must be used. SEVIS, or the Cycle Ergometer with Vibration Isolations and Stabilization System, is just like a stationary cycle, but shoes are snapped in and a belt is used to keep the astronaut upright. The workload and speed can be changed depending upon the astronaut's needs. The Vibration Isolation System is used to reduce the vibrations on the structure of the ISS. However, these are not enough. So what should be done? Increase the amount of time spent exercising, incorporate a new way, implement a vigorous workout? 2 solutions include adding weights and creating artificial gravity. With the addition of weights, astronauts will have to work harder to move around. The idea is simple. Make weights they can wear, kind of like ankle weights here on Earth, but a lot heavier to compensate for the loss of gravity. The astronauts can wear these at all times to constantly keep their legs and arm muscles working rather than let them weaken to mush. These can be used on other planets as well as shuttles or the ISS. Using this plan requires pre-flight training. Another way to make current exercise methods more efficient is to invest in shuttles that make their own artificial gravity. This would allow the astronauts' workouts in space to be much like the ones back home, and exercise would not be needed as often because of the slower muscle deterioration. Granted, researching and building this could prove to be very expensive, and the idea cannot be used on other planets. However, this idea could also lead to rises in astronaut safety and future transport vehicles. This plan will require changes in system design and pre-flight training. Why is this important? Astronaut safety is the utmost concern for NASA. Space must be understood before it can be conquered. And also spin-off technologies. Studies on how astronauts live in space and attempt to counteract bone loss can also benefit life here on Earth. The ESA and the Institute for Biomedical Engineering and ScanGo Medical together designed a special scanner that makes 3D images of bone structures. This new technology can help both astronauts in space and patients suffering from osteoporosis on Earth. Thank you.